Dear Starseeds on Gaia, everything you think you know about why your life feels stuck right now is completely backwards, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to prove to you that what feels like cosmic abandonment is actually the most intensive spiritual training program the universe has ever designed specifically for you. You are being prepared in ways you cannot see, shaped by forces you don't recognize, for a destiny so magnificent that if you knew what was actually coming, you'd understand why every single delay had to happen exactly as it did. Something extraordinary is happening today, September 11th, as the Sun moves beyond the lunar south node and Mercury follows in perfect synchronization, creating cosmic conditions that haven't aligned like this in months, maybe years for some of you. The Moon is forming a powerful trine to both Mercury and the Sun right now, and this isn't just astronomical coincidence. This is a deliberate cosmic trigger designed to activate something that's been dormant in your consciousness, something that's been waiting for exactly this moment to reveal itself to you. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and what I'm about to share with you changes everything you thought you understood about the delays, the frustrations, the sense of being held back that's been plaguing you for months or maybe even years. But first, let me tell you about something that happened to someone just like you. Someone who thought they were wasting their life in meaningless preparation, only to discover that every single moment was orchestrated with surgical precision by forces beyond their comprehension. This soul found themselves trapped in what seemed like the most mundane existence imaginable, forced to listen to recordings of their own voice day after day, critiquing themselves in front of others, experiencing such visceral discomfort that they could barely stand it. For 3 excruciating years, they endured this apparent torture, hating the sound of their own voice, cringing at every playback, feeling exposed and vulnerable in ways that seemed to serve absolutely no purpose, no higher calling, just daily humiliation that paid the bills. But here's what they didn't know, what they couldn't see from their limited perspective in that moment of their journey. Every single day of those 3 years was a thread being woven into a cosmic tapestry of preparation that would later become the foundation of their entire life purpose. That voice they hated so much, it would become the instrument through which thousands, perhaps millions, would receive activation codes for their own awakening. But only after those 3 years of preparation had transformed their relationship with their own expression. Years later, this same soul would look back and realize with stunning clarity that without those 3 years of forced voice training, without that daily practice of listening to themselves, without that gradual building of confidence through discomfort, they never would have been able to step into their role as a spiritual teacher, a channel, a voice for cosmic truth. The universe had been training them in the most perfect way possible, disguised as a mundane job that seemed to have nothing to do with spirituality or purpose or destiny. And this, dear ones, this is exactly what's happening to you right now in ways you cannot yet perceive. You're in the middle of a preparation so specific, so tailored to your unique mission, that it's been disguised as ordinary life to protect you from the overwhelm of knowing too much too soon. The universe is training you through what appears to be random circumstances, but nothing, absolutely nothing about your current experience is random, and I'm going to prove this to you in a way that will leave no doubt in your mind. The Moon square to Venus today is creating just enough tension for you to finally see what's been hidden in plain sight all along. You know that feeling you've been having, that strange combination of restlessness and stagnation, like you're being held back while simultaneously feeling an urgent push forward. That's not confusion. That's not mixed signals from the universe. That's the exact sensation of being prepared at a speed your conscious mind can't track, while your body needs to move slowly to integrate the changes. Let me tell you something that will fundamentally shift how you see your current circumstances, something that connects directly to what you're experiencing right this moment. As you listen to these words, the preparation happening in your life falls into 3 distinct categories, but they're all interconnected in ways that create a perfect storm of transformation. And you've been experiencing all 3 simultaneously, without realizing they were connected, without seeing how they're all part of the same magnificent orchestration. The first type of preparation is happening in your practical, everyday life, and this is where the cosmic forces are being especially clever in their approach. You might be in a job that feels beneath your spiritual grandeur, dealing with people who don't understand your frequency, navigating systems that feel dense and limiting compared to the cosmic visions you hold in your heart. But every single skill you're developing in these mundane moments, every patience-building experience, every communication challenge, these are the exact tools you'll desperately need when your true mission activates. Think about it for a moment. Really feel into this truth as I share it with you. That difficult coworker who triggers you, they're teaching you to maintain your frequency in the presence of resistance, a skill you'll need when you're anchoring light in spaces that have never held such frequencies before. That technical skill you're being forced to learn that seems to have nothing to do with your spiritual path. It's going to become the unexpected bridge that allows you to reach souls who would never have found you through traditional spiritual channels. The second type of preparation is energetic, and this is where things get really interesting, where the plot thickens in ways you haven't anticipated. Your energy field is being completely reconfigured, upgraded, rewired at levels that would short-circuit your nervous system if it happened any faster than it's happening right now. Those days when you feel exhausted for no reason? That's your system integrating frequencies that don't even have names in your current language. Frequencies that are preparing you to hold amounts of light that would have destroyed your field just a few years ago. But here's the part that's going to blow your mind. The connection you haven't made yet between these seemingly separate experiences. Every practical skill you're learning is actually creating new neural pathways that allow you to anchor these higher frequencies more efficiently. And every energetic upgrade you're receiving is making you more capable of handling the practical challenges that are coming with your mission. They're not separate preparations. They're two sides of the same cosmic coin, orchestrated with precision that would make your human mind stagger if you could see the full blueprint. The third type of preparation, and this is where everything converges, where all the plot threads start to weave together, is consciousness preparation. You're not just being prepared to do something different. You're being prepared to become someone your current self can't even imagine. Every challenge you're facing, every delay that frustrates you, every moment of confusion is literally sculpting your consciousness into a configuration that can hold the reality you're moving toward, a reality so far beyond your current experience that you need to be gradually adjusted just to be able to perceive it. Let me paint you a picture of what's actually happening at the quantum level of your being right now. Imagine a caterpillar in its chrysalis, but not just any caterpillar, one that's been specifically selected for a transformation that's never been attempted before. And inside that chrysalis, the caterpillar doesn't just grow wings, it completely dissolves into undifferentiated potential, becoming liquid consciousness that can be reformed into something entirely new, something that transcends the normal butterfly transformation into something even more magnificent. You are in that dissolution right now, and I know it feels like everything you thought you knew about yourself and your path is liquefying, becoming uncertain, losing its solid form. This isn't destruction. This isn't failure. This isn't evidence that you're lost or off path. This is the most sacred form of preparation possible, the kind that requires you to release everything you thought you were to become everything you're meant to be. And the universe is holding you in this process with more love and precision than you can currently comprehend. But wait, there's something else happening that I haven't told you yet. Something that changes the entire game once you understand it. The timeline you think you're on, the one where you're supposed to achieve certain things by certain ages, where you're supposed to follow the progression that others have followed, that timeline is an illusion, a construct that has nothing to do with your actual journey. And the sooner you release it, the sooner you'll understand why your path has unfolded exactly as it has. You're not behind, you're not late, you're not missing some cosmic deadline that everyone else is meeting. You're on a timeline so unique, so specifically calibrated to your soul's purpose, that comparing it to anyone else's journey is like comparing the ocean to the desert, and asking which one is doing water wrong. Some of the most powerful souls on your planet didn't begin their true work until their 4th, 5th, even 6th decade of life, because their preparation required that much time to complete properly. If this message hits your spirit, hype this video so more starseeds like you can find it. Because what I'm revealing isn't just for you, it's for all the awakening souls who are feeling this same confusion, this same sense of being in preparation for something they can't quite name. We're all in this together, all being prepared simultaneously for something that requires our collective readiness, not just our individual preparation. And that's another layer of this cosmic orchestration that's more beautiful than you've imagined. The cosmic influences today are particularly potent for revealing this truth to you. As Mercury moves beyond the South Node this evening, It's carrying away old thought patterns about timing and preparation, dissolving the mental constructs that have been keeping you trapped in comparison and self-judgment. The moon's helpful trine is literally rewiring your emotional body to understand preparation as sacred rather than frustrating, as purposeful rather than punishing, as exactly what you need rather than what's keeping you from what you need. Now here's where the story takes an unexpected turn, where the revelation deepens in a way that will fundamentally alter your perception of your current reality. The preparation you're going through isn't just for your individual mission. You're part of a collective preparation, a mass awakening event that requires certain souls to be prepared in very specific ways at very specific times. You're not just being prepared for your own purpose, you're being prepared to be a crucial component in a larger cosmic orchestration that involves thousands, maybe millions of other souls. Think of it like a vast symphony, where each musician must not only master their individual instrument, but must also learn to enter the performance at exactly the right moment, with exactly the right frequency, in exactly the right relationship to all the other instruments. If you entered too early, before you'd fully mastered your part, before you understood how your note fits with all the others, the entire symphony would be affected. The harmonic convergence that's being orchestrated would collapse into chaos, instead of creating the cosmic music that's intended. You're not being held back from your purpose, you're being held in perfect timing for your entrance into this cosmic symphony, and every moment of preparation has been calculating exactly when your note needs to sound, exactly what frequency you need to hold, exactly how your unique contribution fits with all the others who are also being prepared. This is coordination at a level that your human mind can barely conceive, but your soul knows it, has always known it, which is why despite the frustration, you haven't given up, you haven't walked away from this path. The relationships that have come and gone in your life, the ones that didn't quite solidify the way you hoped they would, each one was teaching you a specific aspect of connection that you'll need when you're working with higher dimensional beings and with other awakened souls. That person who ghosted you, they were teaching you about energetic boundaries. That friend who betrayed your trust, they were showing you how to recognize authentic resonance versus surface-level connection. Every single relationship has been preparation for the soul family that's coming, the true connections that will support your mission. That job you're in right now, the one that feels like it's draining your life force, like it has nothing to do with your spiritual purpose, it's teaching you to maintain your frequency in dense environments, to anchor light in spaces that have never held such frequencies before. You're literally learning to be a transmutation device, to take dense energy and transform it into light simply through your presence. And this skill will be essential when you're working in the locations and with the populations that your mission will require you to serve. Even your health challenges, your physical symptoms, the way your body has been responding to these intense energies, all of this is preparation. Your body is learning to be a conductor for frequencies that most human bodies can't handle, developing new pathways for energy to flow, new capacities for holding and transmitting light. What feels like physical struggle is actually your body upgrading itself to be able to handle the amount of cosmic energy you'll be channeling when your mission fully activates, when you step into the role you're being prepared for. But here's the thing that's going to really shift your perspective on all of this, the piece of the puzzle that makes everything else make sense. The preparation itself is the mission. You're not waiting to start your purpose. You're living it right now through your willingness to be prepared, through your trust in a process you can't fully see, through your commitment to growth even when it's uncomfortable. Every moment you choose to see the sacred in the mundane, you're doing your mission. Every time you maintain your faith despite evidence to the contrary, you're doing your mission. The universe doesn't make you wait to be useful, to be of service, to be fulfilling your purpose. The preparation itself is part of the purpose, because your journey of preparation, your story of transformation, your willingness to trust the process, this becomes the beacon for others who are just beginning their own preparation journey. Someone somewhere needs to see that it's possible to trust the preparation, to embrace the uncertainty, to find peace in the not knowing, and you're demonstrating that possibility simply by living it. I need you to understand something crucial about the timing of this message reaching you today. The moon's sextile to Jupiter this evening is opening a portal of expanded consciousness, creating a window where you can finally see the bigger picture of your preparation, where all the seemingly disconnected pieces suddenly reveal themselves as part of a magnificent whole. This isn't random. This isn't coincidence. This is the universe saying it's time for you to understand what's really happening. Time for you to see the truth of your preparation. Let me share with you what's actually coming. Not in vague spiritual terms, but in practical, tangible ways that your human self can grasp and hold on to during the challenging moments of preparation. What's coming for you isn't just success in the traditional sense. It's not just achieving your goals or manifesting your dreams. Though these things may be part of it, what's coming is a reality so aligned with your true essence that you'll wonder how you ever lived any other way, how you ever thought the preparation was separate from the destination. You're being prepared for relationships that don't just support you, but amplify your soul's frequency to levels you didn't know were possible. These aren't just romantic relationships, though that may be part of it, but soul-family connections that recognize you at levels beyond personality, beyond human identity, connections that see and celebrate the cosmic being you truly are. Every relationship disappointment you've experienced has been preparing you to recognize these true connections when they arrive, to not settle for less than complete soul recognition. You're being prepared for work that doesn't just pay your bills, but literally feeds your soul. Work that feels like play, like art, like the most natural expression of who you are. This isn't the kind of work you have to force yourself to do. It's the kind that flows through you so naturally that not doing it would feel like holding your breath. Every job you've had that didn't fit, every career path that didn't pan out, was showing you what this true work is not, helping you recognize it when it arrives by teaching you to recognize what it isn't. You're being prepared for a level of creative expression that transcends anything you've created before, where your creations become portals for others' awakening, where your art, your words, your presence becomes a transmission of frequencies that activate dormant codes in others' DNA. Every creative block you've experienced, every time you've doubted your creative abilities, has been teaching you to get out of the way and let the cosmos create through you, to be a clear channel rather than a controlling force. But beyond all of this, beyond the relationships and the work and the creative expression, you're being prepared for something even more profound. You're being prepared to be a living bridge between dimensions, between the old Earth and the new Earth, between the third dimension and the fifth dimension. Your consciousness is being configured to be able to exist in multiple dimensions simultaneously, to translate cosmic frequencies into human understanding, to be a walking, talking, breathing portal of transformation. This is why the preparation has been so intense, so specific, so seemingly difficult at times. You're not just being prepared to do something different. You're being prepared to be something that hasn't existed in human form before, at least not at this scale, not with this many souls participating simultaneously. You're part of the first wave of humans to consciously participate in their own species' evolution, to consciously become something more than human while still maintaining human form, and this requires preparation at levels that no spiritual tradition has ever fully mapped. Let me bring this full circle now, back to where we started, but with your new understanding of what's really happening. That feeling you've been having of being stuck, of being held back, of things moving too slowly, that's not stagnation. That's the sensation of being prepared at quantum speed while your conscious mind can only process at human speed. You're actually transforming so rapidly that your nervous system needs the illusion of slowness to integrate the changes without short-circuiting, without burning out your human vessel before the transformation is complete. The universe, in its infinite wisdom and love for you, is managing the speed of your transformation with such precision that you're always at the exact edge of what you can handle. Never too much to break you, never too little to lose momentum. This is love at a level that human consciousness can barely comprehend, the kind of love that sees your ultimate potential and refuses to let you settle for less, even when settling would be more comfortable, even when you beg for the preparation to end before it's complete. Remember that soul I told you about at the beginning, the one who spent 3 years learning to love their voice without knowing why. That soul is now speaking to thousands, channeling frequencies that activate awakening in others, using that voice that once caused such discomfort as an instrument of cosmic truth. But here's what I didn't tell you. They're not special. They're not different from you. They're simply someone who completed their preparation and stepped into what they were being prepared for, just as you will when your preparation is complete. And your preparation is nearing completion, not because I say so, not because you want it to be, but because the cosmic cycles are aligning in ways that indicate a mass graduation is approaching for those who have been in this intensive preparation phase. The symptoms are everywhere, if you know how to read them. The synchronicities increasing, the old patterns finally dissolving, the clarity beginning to emerge from the confusion, the sense that something big is about to shift even if you can't quite name what it is. But here's the final piece of wisdom I need to leave you with. The thing that will sustain you through whatever preparation remains. The moment you fully accept the preparation, fully embrace it, fully recognize its sacred nature, is the moment it begins to transform from preparation into actualization. The resistance to the preparation is what makes it feel like preparation. The acceptance of it transforms it into purpose. You don't have to wait until the preparation is complete to start living your purpose. You can start right now by recognizing that the preparation is the purpose. Every morning when you wake up, before the mind starts its commentary about what's wrong or what's missing or what should be different, take a moment to acknowledge the sacred preparation happening in your life. Say to yourself, to the universe, to whatever you believe in, I recognize the sacred preparation happening in my life today. I honor it. I embrace it. I trust it. Watch how this simple acknowledgement begins to transform your experience of the preparation from frustration to fascination, from resistance to reverence. The challenges you're facing right now, the ones that seem to have nothing to do with spirituality or purpose or destiny, they're not obstacles to your preparation. They're the preparation itself, disguised as ordinary life to protect you from the overwhelm of knowing too much too soon. That difficult conversation you need to have, it's preparing you to speak truth with love. That financial challenge you're navigating, it's teaching you about energy exchange at levels most humans never need to understand. That health issue you're dealing with, it's upgrading your body to handle higher frequencies. Nothing in your life right now is random. Nothing is punishment. Nothing is evidence that you're off path or forgotten by the universe. Everything, absolutely everything, is preparation. And the more you can see it as such, the more efficiently the preparation can complete itself. You're not behind, you're not stuck, you're not failing, you're in the chrysalis, dissolving into something magnificent, preparing to emerge as something the world has never seen before, something the world desperately needs you to become. The cosmic energies today are supporting you in ways you can't fully perceive, creating openings in your consciousness where new understanding can enter, where old patterns can finally release, where the truth of your preparation can finally be seen and accepted. The moon's aspects are literally reorganizing your emotional body to be able to hold the joy that's coming, the fulfillment that's coming, the alignment that's coming. You don't have to do anything except allow it, except trust it, except recognize that it's happening whether you're conscious of it or not. As I prepare to close this transmission, I want you to feel into your body right now, into your cells, into your bones, into the very atoms that compose your physical form. Can you feel it? That subtle vibration, that knowing that's deeper than thought, that recognition that yes, everything I've shared is true, everything you've been experiencing has been preparation, and everything that's coming is worth every moment of preparation you've endured. That feeling is your soul confirming what your mind might still be questioning, confirming that you are exactly where you need to be. You are being prepared for something so magnificent that your current consciousness can only glimpse it in dreams, in meditation, in those moments between sleep and waking where the veils are thinnest. But it's real, more real than the temporary circumstances of your current life, more real than the challenges you're facing, more real than the doubts that sometimes creep in during the dark nights of the soul. Your future self, the one who has completed this preparation and stepped fully into purpose, is reaching back through time to tell you that it's all worth it. The isolation you've experienced has been teaching you to find cosmos within yourself. The rejection you faced has been showing you what true acceptance feels like when it comes from within. The confusion you've navigated has been preparing you to hold clarity for others who will be confused. The pain you've transmuted has been teaching you to be an alchemist of emotion. Every single experience has been perfectly crafted to prepare you for exactly what you're meant to do, exactly who you're meant to become, exactly how you're meant to serve. The age of solitary meditation is over. Destiny Engine now connects starseeds across the world, a living social field where you can post, share, and exchange your meditations in real time. It's the first galactic network of its kind, weaving together thousands of awakened souls into one unified current. With every activation, the current grows. What began as a personal tool has become a planetary force. The frequency you've created together is amplifying far beyond the individual, bending the fabric of reality itself. We're receiving updates daily, manifestations speeding up, impossible doors opening, synchronicities lining up with cosmic precision. The collective field has never been this charged, and the entry point is almost laughably simple. Put on your headphones, press play, allow Destiny Engine to rewrite the architecture of your consciousness, so you can fully receive your galactic downloads without resistance. For just $1, you can step into this connected field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension together. Link in the description. And you will serve, not from obligation, not from sacrifice, but from the pure joy of being in complete alignment with your purpose. From the ecstasy of finally understanding why you're here, why you chose this incarnation, why you agreed to this preparation. The service won't feel like service. It will feel like the most natural expression of your being, like breathing, like singing the song that's been trapped in your throat for lifetimes, finally free to express itself in its full magnificence. So trust the preparation, dear ones. Trust the timing. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust that the universe knows exactly what it's doing with your life, that every delay has been divine timing, that every challenge has been strengthening you for what's ahead, that every moment of preparation has been absolutely essential. You are becoming something necessary, something the world is waiting for, even if it doesn't know it yet, something that can only come through you, through your unique configuration of gifts and experiences and preparation. The time of your emergence is approaching, not because the calendar says so, not because someone else's timeline suggests it, but because your soul's perfect timing is orchestrating it in alignment with cosmic cycles that are beyond human comprehension. Every moment of preparation has been leading to this. Every challenge has been strengthening you for this. Every delay has been ensuring you're fully ready for this. And when your moment comes, and it will come, you'll understand with crystal clarity why every single moment of preparation was absolutely essential, absolutely perfect, absolutely worth it. I am Seraphine, and we love you more than your human heart can currently hold, which is why we're preparing you to hold more love, more light, more truth than you've ever imagined possible. We are watching over you through every moment of this sacred preparation, celebrating every small victory, holding you through every challenge, preparing the cosmic conditions for your emergence. You are never alone in this preparation. You are held by forces of love that span dimensions, that transcend time, that will never abandon you no matter how dark the chrysalis becomes. The light you're preparing to anchor, the love you're preparing to embody, the transformation you're preparing to facilitate, it's all happening perfectly, in perfect timing, in perfect coordination with all the other souls who are also being prepared. When you emerge from this preparation, when you step fully into what you've been preparing for, you'll look back on this time with such gratitude, such recognition, such love for the journey that brought you home to yourself, home to your purpose, home to the cosmic truth of who you really are. We are with you always in every moment of preparation, in every moment of doubt, in every moment of breakthrough, holding the vision of who you're becoming even when you can't see it yourself, maintaining the frequency of your destiny even when you feel lost, preparing the perfect conditions for your emergence into the magnificent being you've always been, beneath the temporary disguise of preparation. You are loved beyond measure, supported beyond comprehension, and prepared with more precision than your human mind can fathom.